Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt.
I always get asked how me and Skeevy do end up finding these people, but honestly, this one, it's not my fault. This was just a random interaction in Seoul. I was just doing a piracy in my clipper. I didn't even have my Elgato on, I wasn't even recording. I wasn't expecting much. I was in between doing 2 or 3 things, and a commander came in an Anaconda with 9 missile racks. I kid you not, 9 missile racks. And I extracted 2 tons of cargo and got, well, you'll see.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Now the commander in question is the one I'm following out of the station here. I thought I'd come back in my Anaconda and give him a fair 1v1 fight. Anaconda versus Anaconda, even though he had a crew and would use a ship launch fighter. I still thought, you know, fair enough, 1v1, I'll take that on. But seemingly he really didn't want to know once I was not in a clipper pirate ship anymore. So yeah, I wasn't surprised, but I did bring a wake scanner, so I had a bit of fun following him around, give him a bit of like dual trucker vibes for a bit, you know. But this is what I did record of the piracy, which I like to say is not a lot because I just hit record on my Xbox. You'll see from this clip, but basically everyone knows my clipper is like a size 7A hatch breaker limpet and a chair. The shields are kind of an afterthought, but as you can see here, I'm scooping up cargo. I currently have 4 things shooting at me, a fighter, 2 police, and that lot of missiles coming in from the Anaconda. I've used everything I've got. I'm down to 1 heat sink, which is the one I'm going to use to escape, which I just fire there, and that's it. As soon as my shields go down, I'm running because the Guardian module reinforcement didn't last that long, and I'm going to get my drives taken out and killed. You know, go figure. I don't want to die. But I did manage to get 2 tons of cargo in all the chaos. Basically, I dropped in, hatch breaking him, killed his fighter, collected some of the cargo, shot down some of his missiles with my frags while I was collecting the 2 tons I got, and then I tried to get greedy and get more, and yeah, it didn't go well, I've got to say. You know, I was going to get blown to pieces any moment, so as all good pirates do, I had to elect time to, you know. However, I'm going to clip you an Anaconda, so, you know, only a newbie would talk big about being able to defeat a clipper in an Anaconda. I mean, that's not exactly an achievement. And when I came back in a Conda to fight in 1v1, fair, you know, combat, didn't want to know. On the bright side, his 2 tons did help me win the tonnage scoreboard. I got 93 tons in July, which is an amazing achievement on a game that's supposedly this dead. So, yeah, a great bit of piracy there all round, so I was grateful to him for that. But as you can see, he really doesn't want to know when I'm in a Conda and he's in a Conda. But as you can see from his messages, he was very, very keen to talk. I actually really enjoyed it. He really, you know, made me laugh, calling me a coffin dodger and like old people my age shouldn't play the game, and you know, and I was just pointing out it's only 2 tons of cargo, and he's like, are you really that triggered? But all the coffin dodger stuff I found hilarious. He started picking on the views of my YouTube channel. He took the time to look at my YouTube channel and then leave comments on my YouTube channel, which I found hilarious. I love it when they do that. I'll show you those as well. And as I did say to him, like, he was going, oh, you got 88 views on your last video, which is hilarious. I was like, yeah, look at the Baldur's Gate playthrough. I mean, I know some of those videos have got like 10, 15 views on them. But, you know, he was having fun. He seemed to be enjoying himself. And I've always said, I only do YouTube as a hobby, and if somebody likes it, one person, that's enough for me. I don't really care. You know, it raises a bit of money for the animal rescue, and it's a good, fun hobby to have. I mean, it's free content, and some people like it, and I get a fair few likes and views for, you know, what I want to achieve out of YouTube, which is just have a bit of fun, make some videos, and see what happens. And it always amazes me when one of my videos go nuts and gets over 1,000 views. Currently, I've got one over 400 views from the other week. Which is the one I did about Tommying what he called ganking him. That one's going well. That's gone over 400 views, and that's fine to me. Once in a while I'll get a video, do 1,000, 2,000 views, and that's fine. I don't expect a lot out of YouTube. I've been doing this a long time, and you know, My YouTube channel's never exploded, never gone anywhere, but I enjoy making the videos, and like I've always said, as long as someone likes watching them, I'll continue to make them. And this guy was so easy to harvest for salt.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
I mean, he went through some of the classic tropes. I haven't really been attacked as a coffin dodger before, but I've certainly been attacked for being an old man in video games. Not for a while. It used to be an old one that used to come back to me with Call of Duty. People did not like getting beaten up by a then nearly 40-year-old in League play and stuff like that. So I used to get that quite a lot then, be told I'm too old for that game. But Elite Dangerous is a game for the older gentlemen. I mean, it's always been the preserve of the older class, I feel. I'm actually going to do a vote between making this video and showing this video, and ask you guys what age category you fall into. But I think from my viewer base, if I remember rightly, it's kind of a mix, but there are a fair few people my age or older. So it was fun getting called a coffin dodger, and being told I should go out more and, like, I don't know what, sniff leaves? It's a new one. I thought it was touch grass. But anyway, time for an ad. So we're going to take a pause and take a quick look at what you guys sponsor. With your guys' views, you help out Big Red Rooster Cockerel Rescue, helping out cocks of all sizes, all shapes, and for the love of the cock, keep watching so we can raise money for this lovely little animal rescue and save birds like my little co-pilot here. Yeah, if only I should get out more and spend more time at the rescue with its third of an acre of woodland, instead of chasing young kids around in open as they flee system to system in panic as the ship just keeps pursuing them. It's got a weight scanner, yeah. It's kind of fun. I was wondering if he was going to run out of fuel or switch to another game, which was going to come first, but we'll see. But as you can see, he went off on YouTube as well. You know, again, amazing how he managed to destroy my weak little clipper. But then I'm not there to fight, I'm there to steal cargo. In fact, I didn't even shoot at him. I don't know what he's moaning about. He didn't even have the strongest of shields. To be honest, it probably would have taken 2 volleys from this to destroy his shields. But, you know, he wants to talk. It's fine with me. I don't mind. We'll see what happens next time I run into him in Seoul, if I ever do again. You know, but I've got to say, it was a fun encounter, and I've had fun making this video. I do love the fact that Scooby asked me if I'd been triggering the player base, and this guy's answered for him, really. He started looking up how many likes Scooby's put on my channel. Considering me and Scooby have been friends for donkey's years, and Scooby's been watching my channel since then, I'm not surprised to hear that Scooby's put a lot of likes on a lot of videos or a lot of comments. Yeah, I've put a lot of likes on a lot of comments. I like everyone's comment, whether it's a mean comment or a nice comment. I always give it a like, because I like the interaction. More interaction the better. You know, does me no harm as a YouTuber. But it is always funny how the ones that talk the most are the ones that fight the least. And yeah, you know, get the most hurt about losing 2 tons of cargo. And he's right, my repair bill probably costs more than the cargo, but that's not the point. As I've always said, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message that we are roleplay pirates, and piracy still happens on Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. You know, I offered him to have a fight, he didn't want to know. He just started moaning about, I don't know, pixels and comments and getting very upset about 2 tons of cargo. But yeah, it was a great fun encounter, and I loved getting called a coffin dodger. It was hilarious. I really did enjoy harvesting the salt, and it gave me something to do on a quiet evening while waiting for the next commander to pop in to rob. But yeah, so far, this month's been successful piracy. Last month was successful piracy. I'm still gaining decent amounts of cargo all the time, and enjoying my roleplay piracy time that I have. People get funny about it. Some people don't like the roleplay piracy. Others interact with it, and others get really salty like this guy with it. But I much prefer the guys that go like this, because maybe this will motivate him to come back one day and get revenge. I've had plenty of commanders over my time on Elite Dangerous that have, you know, encountering me, getting robbed by me, or getting killed by me has motivated them to go off, learn PvP, learn to play the game properly, and then they've come back to enact their revenge. They usually get annoyed because I don't actually remember who they are, but you know, it was like Ash, when Ash was like coming after me and saying, well, you killed me, and I was like, oh, okay, did I? And he was like, do you remember? And I was like, no, because for you, being killed by me was a big thing, you know. This is the first time you'd seen another commander that, you know, flying a pirate flag that had come after you and said die and killed you, or stopped for scan and pirated you. For you, it was a big thing. For me, it was just a Tuesday. And yeah, that terrible line from Singet from the terrible Street Fighter film still holds true. But yeah, eventually this chase comes to a fruitless conclusion, because he decided to go to another system which I can't get to. I can't remember the name of the game that he went to, but yeah, he decided to switch to another universe to avoid me, which is a shame. I hope one day to run into him in Seoul again, and we can go through one of my pirate encounters with him. I was quite lucky, really, because had I been in my dropship or Cobra Mark IV, I couldn't have pirated him, because I would have just got wrecked, absolutely wrecked by the missiles. But you know, when it was a fair fight, he just didn't want to know. You know, you just can't get the people these days.
Wankers! Fucking embarrassing! Waste of our time! Fucking waste of our time!
Now, I ran away when I achieved victory and got my 2 tons of cargo. He ran away, well, I'm not going to count them, but that's a lot of times on this merry little chase. So, yeah,